Hello, children. Greetings to you all. Hope you all are fine by God's grace. Today we are going to take Maths class for 9th standard, Chapter 6 Trigonometry, Part 1. This is a new chapter which you have not studied in 7th standard or 8th standard. This is only starting from 9th standard. This name is called trigonometry. Spell it up Trigonometry. Trigonometry. Clear? Here, through Zoom class, we have seen formulas, trigonometric ratios and reciprocal ratios. With these two type of formulas, we are going to see full exercise 6.1. This is a recapitulation for trigonometry. In yesterday's Zoom class, we have saw about the formulas and the 5 sums we have saw. The balance sums we are going to do it in this video session. Trigonometric ratios. First of all, we need to remember the order of the ratios. First one is sin theta, sin, sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, cosecant theta, secant theta, cot theta. ANT if you add cosecant theta. So short form is cosec, secant, cot theta. Clear? Sin theta formula is opposite by hypotenuse. This I have told you how to find out hypotenuse opposite with the use of right angled triangle by Pythagoras theorem. We have found out, we have already told, just a formula recapitulation. Sin theta is opposite by hypotenuse, cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse, tan theta is this one numerator and this numerator together we have to write as opposite by adjacent. Cosecant theta is reciprocal of sin theta. If it is opposite by hypotenuse, hypotenuse by opposite. You have to interchange and write hypotenuse by opposite. Secant theta is reciprocal of cos theta. Adjacent by hypotenuse is written, so hypotenuse by adjacent. Tan theta is reciprocal of cot. Cot theta is reciprocal of tan theta. Opposite by adjacent, so adjacent by opposite. Same way I have written reciprocal relation. Sin theta is reciprocal of cosecant theta. Cosecant theta is reciprocal of sin theta. So we can directly write as sin theta is equal to 1 by cosecant theta. Cosecant theta is 1 by sin theta. So this is equal to 1 by cosecant theta. This is equal to 1 by sin theta. Same way, cos theta is equal to 1 by secant theta. Secant theta is 1 by cos theta. Tan theta is 1 by cot theta. Cot theta is 1 by tan theta. These formulas we have already saw in the yesterday's Zoom class. Now this is a recapitulation. Please remember the order and the formula. If only thing you need to remember this two. If you remember this two, all other things you can easily write down. While doing the sums, write down all the formulas, then start doing the sums so that it will be easy for you to proceed the sum. Next, sixth question. 5 sums we have completed in the Zoom class. Sixth question, exercise 6.1, page number in your textbook 227. If sin theta is equal to a divided by root of a squared plus b squared, then show that means we have to find out LHS is equal to RHS. So sin theta is opposite by hypotenuse. Formula opposite they have given as a, hypotenuse is root of a squared plus b squared. So I have drawn a right angled triangle. So theta I have written here. Opposite to theta is opposite side, that is a. Hypotenuse is longest side, root of a squared plus b squared. Adjacent we are supposed to find out using Pythagoras theorem formula. Hypotenuse square is equal to opposite square plus adjacent square is the Pythagoras theorem formula. What is hypotenuse? Here root of a squared plus b squared. Here square is there, so I have written in the bracket and the whole square is written, equal to opposite is a. So opposite square means a square plus adjacent square. We don't know, so I have written as it is. So square and root will get cancelled. So we'll get a squared plus b squared is equal to a squared plus adjacent square. If I take this a squared to this side, it become minus a square, and a squared gets cancelled. So b squared is the answer for adjacent square. We need only adjacent. So adjacent value is b. Adjacent square is b squared. Adjacent is b. So after that we need sin theta and cos theta. Sin theta they have already given us a by root of a square plus b square. Cos theta we have to find out. Adjacent by hypotenuse is the cos theta formula. Adjacent value is b divided by root of a square plus b square. Now we are supposed to find out by showing that b sin theta is equal to a cos theta. So b I have written as it is. Instead of sin theta I can write as a by root of a square plus b square is equal to a cos theta. Instead of cos theta I should write as b divided by root of a square plus b square. So how to write this? Next step, b into a is ab by root of a square plus b square. Here a into b is ab. So we got a same answer. So both are equal. Therefore you can write as LHS is equal to RHS. I don't have a space. I cannot show the 2 pages sum. So I have splitted the pages into 2 and I have written the Pythagoras theorem in the right hand side, and the substitution in the given thing is I have written in the left hand side. But you do it one after the other. Clear? Don't get confused. Next, 7th question. 3 cot A is equal to 2. Then find 4 sin A minus 3 cos A divided by 2 sin A plus 3 cos A. In this thing we have to substitute. For that they have given 3 cot A is equal to 2 is the hint. So first 3 cot A I am going to change and write as cot A is equal to 2. This multiplication of 3 comes down means 2 by 3. What is cot A formula? Tan is opposite by adjacent. Tan, reverse of tan is cot. Adjacent by opposite. Clear? So draw a diagram. Theta will become here. Hypotenuse. Theta opposite side is opposite. Adjacent is comes here. Longest side is hypotenuse. Instead of opposite, write 3 here. Instead of adjacent, write 2 here. So write the formula. Hypotenuse square is equal to opposite square plus adjacent square. Opposite is 3 square plus adjacent is 2 square. See, 3 square and adjacent is 2. So 3 square is 9, 2 square is 4. 9 plus 4 is 13. So we need only hypotenuse value. Hypotenuse square is 13. So we cannot split this one. So square comes to this side. It is root 13. So now hypotenuse value is root 13. So we need sin A value and cos A value. So sin A formula is opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite is 3. Hypotenuse we got as root 13. Cos A formula is adjacent by hypotenuse. Adjacent is 2. Hypotenuse 13. So after getting the values, we are going to substitute in the formula like thing which is given by the question. 4 sin A minus 3 cos A divided by 2 sin A plus 3 cos A. 4 I have to write as it is. Instead of sin A I should write 3 by root 13, which we have found out here. 3 by root 13 minus 3, instead of 3 as it is. Instead of cos A, 2 by root 13. Then divided by 2 sin A, instead of sin A, 3 by root 13 plus 3 cos A, 2 by root 13. Then we have to do the usual procedure. 4 into 3, 12 by root 13. 3 into 2, 6 by root 13. Whole denominator, 2 3s are 6 by root 13 plus 3 2s are 6 by root 13. Then next step, if the denominator is same, we can directly write as the numerator 12 minus 6 by root 13. Same way here also denominator is same, root 13, 6 plus 6 I can write. 12 minus 6 is 6 by 13, 6 by root 13, 6 plus 6 is 12 by root 13. So if this thing comes to the numerator, it becomes 12 by root 13 becomes root 13 by 12. Clear? So root 13 and root 13 gets cancelled. 6 by 12 will be there. 6 ones are 6, 6 twos are 12. So the value of 4 sin A minus 3 cos A divided by 2 sin A plus 3 cos A gives you 1 by 2 as the answer. Clear? Next question. 8th question. If cos theta is 2, that means ratio is to sin theta is equal to 1 is to 2. Then find 8 cos theta minus 2 sin theta divided by 4 cos theta plus 2 sin theta. So we need cos theta sin theta. Here also cos theta sin theta. So here we are not going to use the Pythagoras theorem. We are going to find cos theta or sin theta value. Then we are going to substitute in this. So ratio can be written as numerator fraction. Cos theta is to sin theta can be written as cos theta by sin theta is equal to 1 is to 2 can be written as 1 by 2. So I can split and write whether I can change as sin theta is equal to 2 cos theta or else cos theta is equal to 1 by 2 sin theta. I prefer cos theta is equal to 1 by 2 if sin theta goes this side. So 1 by 2 sin theta. Now I am going to substitute in the question. 8 cos theta minus 2 sin theta by 4 cos theta plus 2 sin theta. Instead of 8, nothing can be changed, 8 only. Instead of cos theta, 1 by 2 sin theta minus 2. Instead of sin theta, nothing can be written. We know only cos theta value. So write as it is sin theta. Here, then denominator 4. Instead of cos theta, 1 by 2 sin theta plus 2 sin theta as it is. Next step, here we can cancel. 2 ones are, 2 fours are 8. Here also we can cancel. 2 ones are, 2 twos are. So 4 into 1, 4 sin theta minus 2 sin theta. 2 into 1, 2 sin theta plus 2 sin theta. 4 sin theta. Same way, 4x minus 2x, what is that? 2x. Instead of x, it is given as sin theta. So 4 sin theta minus 2 sin theta, 2 sin theta. 2 sin theta plus 2 sin theta, 4 sin theta. So we can cancel sin theta and sin theta. Then 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. So the answer is 1 by 2. Clear? So this one, 8 cos theta minus 2 sin theta divided by 4 cos theta plus 2 sin theta is equal to 1 by 2 is the answer. Next we will move on to the 10th question. See, the diagram is given in the 10th question, page number 228. The same diagram I have drawn here. A boy standing at a point O. A boy is standing at a point O. Find his kite flying at a point P. Find his kite flying at a point P with the distance OP is equal to 25 meters. See, can you able to understand the diagram? A boy is standing at a point O and his kite is flying at a point of P with a distance 25 meter. OP is equal to 25 meter. It is at a height of 5 meter from the ground. From the ground it is 5 meter. From the ground it is 5 meter. Then when the thread is extended by 10 meter, after that he is losing the thread and thread is extended by 10 meter. From P it is moving to Q, that is 10 meter. It reaches at a point Q. What will be the height of QN from the ground? From Q to N, what is the level from the ground? Use trigonometric ratios. We are supposed to find out the H value, height of the thread from Q to base ground. So here we are going to use a formula using a trigonometric ratios. See, triangle OPM and triangle OQN. OPM and OQN. OPM is one triangle. OQN, this is one triangle. So, are similar triangle. Both are looking like a similar triangle. In a similar triangle, sides are in the same proportional. Same proportional means same sides. Sides are in the same proportional. So we can directly write as Q1 only we are supposed to find it. So this side and this side are proportion, that is fraction. Qn divided by Pm. Qn divided by Pm is equal to full OQ divided by OP. So Qn, instead of Qn I can write H. Instead of Pm I can write 5 equal to, instead of OQ, O to Q we have 25 meter and 10 meter. So 25 plus 10 divided by 25, that is OP alone 25. So next step I have written here, but you continuously write H divided by 5 is equal to 25 plus 10 is 35 divided by 25. So here I can cancel 5 5s are 25, 5 7s are 35. Then so I have written H by 5 equal to 7 by 5. Next step, this 5 if it goes to the numerator, cross multiplication. This 5 if it goes to the numerator, 5 into 7, and again if this 5 goes here, if it is a multiplication it should come here only, division. So 5 and 5 will get cancelled, so 7 meter. So from the ground level from Q and N, this H is equal to 7 meter. Yes, you understood? So trigonometric ratios, we have completed the first exercise. We will meet you in the next video session. Thank you, children.